Have you ever thought of why every McDonald's employee is severely depressed? Me neither. I just want them fries in the bag, but I never go to McDonald's. I've always been more of like a Burger King type guy, and I'll die on that hill. And recently, I went to one of the 10 trillion Burger Kings and other fast food services in the city, and I realized that shit is ass! It's not anything like I remember from when I was a kid. First off, they all lost the unique designs they used to have, because now it's just some minimalistic bomb ass entrance, and you already know what I feel about minimalism. And then I realized that you can't even order anymore by going to where every employee is at. Like, what the fuck are we on? I just want my triple whopper, double king, junior meal, no lettuce, no onion. And I don't know how to order in those fuck ass screens they have, let alone paying on them. But after the longest 10 minutes of my life, I finally figured my way to order my food and paying for it in the register. And then I realized that I had to manually choose a number for my table and wait until they gave me my food. Which, thinking about it now, it doesn't sound as bad since we skipped the part where someone yells your order and you pick it. But it felt weird anyway. But hey, at least I got my food, right? Well, yeah, until I took a bite out of my hamburger and it felt like eating plastic with bread on top of it. And I got it, okay? I didn't pay more than $20 on that meal. But bro, that really felt like eating plastic. Not everything is bad though. At least it tasted good, and the ketchup was free, so I didn't waste my money after all. Or that's what I thought. Because when I wanted to have my first sip of the drink that I paid for, I went and I grabbed the cup to fill it a little lighter. And it wasn't particularly wet. And it was starting to get suspicious. So I took a look, a glimpse of what was about to be my worst nightmare coming true. They gave me an empty cup. Mind you, I paid for the largest drink, thinking that I was going to get an actual drink. Well, no, they just gave me a big cup and I had to manually feed it on one of those dispensers. But okay, you know what? After having to eat carbon, I was feeling thirsty. So I went and filled my cup with Coke. And that was when it hit me. When I was selecting my drink, they all had different prices. And Coke was the most expensive one. But nobody was checking that you actually poured the right drink. So I could just have paid for a cheaper drink and get my Coke anyway. I felt so bamboozled, so tricked, and I promised myself that I will never ever fall again for those reverse flash level of transgressions. So after the worst experience of my life, I thought I'd just forget it and cope with it. But not so long ago, I went to the movies with bro and we ordered popcorn with our drinks and everything seemed normal until they gave us the empty goddamn cup again. And we were like, now they do that in the movie theater too? What world are we living in? And I'm telling you, we couldn't believe it. We stared at the empty cups for like 30 seconds until the girl who attended us asked if there was something missing. We asked about our drinks and she stared at us, pointed at a 30-mile long line of people waiting to fill their cup. And bro, I hate when they do that. It doesn't even take 20 seconds of your life to fill me a drink. But nah, they make it so you have to do practically everything. Next time I go to one of these places, they'll tell me that I have to do my own food now. Fuck, I'll need to work a full shift just to get my burger. That's what I don't get, how every fast food worker that I come across has the look of someone who just told the worst thing you could ever say to. But bro, a brief second of kindness, and maybe smile if you feel like it won't kill you. And I get it, your job sucks. They're just trying to get paid and go home, and those entry level, no experience needed jobs are the total worst. But I can feel sorry for them, bro. Since the only thing they seem to do is walk 15 meters max just to give me my order with an empty fucking cup.
What the fuck wrong with you, boy?
But leaving the empty cup alone, as much as I hate it, and the poor personality, and the 67 chemicals that are in my food, and maybe that I have to do half of the worker's job, I think we should consider all the great things these fast food places had to offer. All the memories, all the jokes cracked with your homeboys, and the hours of starvation saved by a random place you couldn't believe was there in the first place. If you work in one of these places, I respect you. You have to deal with dumb kids and all types of people on a daily basis, and I'll let you know that you are my hero. Thank you for delivering food to my house on a Tuesday evening on the most rainy day of the year. So, to summarize everything up, fast food services are progressively getting worse, and that's no good for us brokies. So I think I'll just stick with the loyal kebab place of my town, because the only thing in common with eating shawarmas without getting dirty and sex is that it never happens. So in conclusion, fuck McDonald's. KFC will always be the better one, and I'm sorry for the Burger King's workers in Germany because they had to fix what I did in that bathroom.
Bitch.